What's going on, Falcons Nation? Welcome back to Falcons Feud. We're going to be taking a look at the Atlanta Falcons selecting not just Jalon Walker, but James Pearce Jr. in the first round. I mean, wow, what a night for the Atlanta Falcons. You know, we knew addressing this pass rush was going to be the priority, but if you told me that the Atlanta Falcons were going to come back out of this draft, out of the first round, with Jalon Walker and James Pearce Jr., I mean, I would have told you were crazy, but the fact that it happened, I'm ecstatic, and I'm over the moon to talk about it. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Like, Jalon Walker, right? He's a guy who, when you look at him, he's just an amazing football player, right? Impactful, whether it's against the run, whether it's rushing the passer. The guy fills the stat sheet. The guy shows up constantly on film. The guy is everywhere on the football field. He makes plays. That's what he's done. Sure, I've had some questions about, is he going to be a full-time edge rusher at the next level? Does he have the size? Does he have, all the traits to be that? And I don't necessarily think he's going to be a full-time linebacker. But, again, you just draft good football players. He was a guy that I think, was right outside my top 10, had him at 11 on my big board. And the fact that he fell to the Falcons was just unreal. I think it was a great pick, home run by the Falcons. We're going to see how it pans out. Obviously, you got to show up on the field first before we give you too much praise. But you just have to go based off the eye test. You have to go based off of what you think. And I think this was a great pick for the Falcons. And then trading back up to pick 26 and getting James Pearce Jr., a guy who I had is my edge rusher 3 in the class, had him as the number 14 overall player on my board. He was a guy that I would have loved at 15. I actually talked about him in my final mock draft. He projected him to go 25th in a trade back with the Texans. Funny enough, we traded back up to get him at 26. I think this is a great pick. Again, I've talked about, I think James Pearce has such a high upside as a pass rusher in the NFL, and I think going to be able to go out and get him is so huge for the Falcons. And I think the mentality kind of was with the Falcons is they would have been fine to take him at 15. Maybe they wanted to trade back, but I think he was kind of the guy that they were saying, we're probably going to be taking James Pearce. Then Jalon Walker falls into their lap. They take Jalon Walker, and they're like, man, we love James Pearce so much that we'd love to go back up and get him. And they do it. It's a bold, it's an aggressive move by Terry Fontenot and company. I love it. I can't wait to see Jeff Ulbrich get to work with these guys. You can say they gave up a little too much for James Pearce, but honestly, I think you have to look at it as the Falcons got 2 first-round picks, right? I mean, next year, that first-round pick would be 1 first-round pick. This year, we got 2. So it's like, it's not really – I think a lot of people are freaking out and making a big deal out of it. And, I guess if it fails, then sure. But on paper, it looks really good. I understand that's not where you win football games. You don't win football games on paper. You win them on the field. But, you have to go based off the eye test. And I think that the Falcons absolutely crushed the eye test, the process for me. I mean, I love it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Let me know. But the Falcons go out and get 2 top 15 players in this class, 2 potential difference makers on the defensive side of the ball at edge rusher. I couldn't be more hyped for this selection, for these selections. And again, I cannot wait to see these guys get to work in an Atlanta Falcons uniform. As always, guys, leave a comment below. Please subscribe. Please like. Tell me what you guys think. I'm so excited for this. And as always, rise up.